Hello, hello, and happy New Year. Happy 2024. Happy Wednesday. So good to see you. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. I can't believe it's already 2024. I don't know what about for you, but things are just flying by. I hope you have had a wonderful holiday season and you're excited to get into this new year. And if you're not, if you're still just trying to get your head above water and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're already back to it. No worries. You're not alone because I feel the exact same way. Hi, I'm Laura Orlando, the Stress Commando, and I'm the founder and CEO of Down and Dirty Networking. And I welcome you to Networking Know How. And today we're talking about kickstarting the new year with a refreshed networking strategy, one that's super simple and one you can implement immediately after watching this video. And so, who's Down and Dirty Networking? We are a 100% relational online networking community, and we believe things go beyond the transaction. That's transactional networking. We don't do that. We don't allow 30-second commercials. We don't allow sales pitches, none of that. Our focus is to have meaningful conversations. And that leads me into the next the tip that we're going to talk about today. So jump into chat, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and interact with me as we talk about this topic about how to kickstart your 2024 with a refreshed networking strategy. So first of all, let me know in chat if you like networking, you dread it, you think of it as a chore. What's your overall approach to networking? I know for me, initially, it was more of a chore. It was something I needed to do, check, get it done. I felt it was very transactional. I was very much that salesy kind of a person that you wanted to avoid. So, hi, my name is, buy my stuff. That was kind of where I was because that's what I was told networking was. And what I've come to realize, there's so much more. There's another way. The other way is what I call relational networking. And that's what Down and Dirty Networking is founded on and based on relational networking. So if you want to kickstart your networking for 2024, my number one tip is to shift your networking mindset. Really adjust the mindset from being transactional and only asking for things that you want or need, and instead surrounding yourself with valuable people that you can provide value to, but that provide value back to you in the form of meaningful conversations. So instead of looking at your contacts, like who can buy my stuff or who can introduce me to my ideal client, think about people that are really being successful, people that were positive, people you love being around because they raise your vibrational energy, people that have been there, done that, and are willing to share their best practices and tips. So you're looking for heart-centered people just like you. When you're around heart-centered people that are doing good work and are wanting to do good in the world, then you, by default, it energizes you, raises your vibrational energy to do more of the good you want to do in the world. So if you're tired of being in another meeting, if you're tired of being sold to, if you're like, oh my gosh, networking's a chore, Laura, because it sounded exactly like you said. That's exactly how it made me feel, was like a chore. I want you to adjust a relational networking mindset. And then the second tip is be prepared to connect anywhere. Do not wait for a specific activity to connect. Be meaningful and intentional with every conversation that you have and focus on conversations, not 30-second pitches. For example, if you haven't noticed, I'm sitting in the car. And so my mom, we had her hospice nurse talk to us today, and we were having a really meaningful conversation. And I started finding out that she enjoyed travel and she has this plan to go to Japan in the next couple of years. One thing led to another. My mom was giving her some travel tips. I was giving her some travel tips and some other ways that she might be able to afford travel, or her friends could afford travel, especially when I was traveling as a single professional. What do you do? How do you travel solo? And how do you do that when you have a limited budget? How do you make it all work? So I was just giving her some of the tips and things that I had done and that I knew about that might be helpful. Who would have thought that a conversation with a nurse would be meaningful about travel, or it would be meaningful about work environments? She asked a lot of questions, gave us some information, and yes, we got information based on the appointment we were having. But my point is, if I wasn't open to providing value to her, I wasn't curious about asking questions, I would have never known that. So adopt a relational networking mindset. Number one. Number two, before I drop the phone, network everywhere. Be open to conversations everywhere. Do not limit yourself strictly to a formal, regimented event or conversation with somebody. Be open to it anywhere. And the third tip I kind of alluded to is be curious. Ask questions, be curious about the people that you're talking to, no matter who they are. So as you go out and maybe you're having a doctor's appointment, or maybe you're going through checkout line at the grocery store, picking up a prescription. Can you see a theme? There's a lot of doctors in my world. Have a conversation. I don't get out of the house much, so I'm talking to a lot of doctors, but I can have some really meaningful conversations with the staff. Look, I just proved it. So be open and it will kickstart your conversations everywhere. So meaningful mindset, be open to network everywhere, be curious, and then reach out. Reach out to one person per fill in the blank. Reach out to one person, fill in the blank. Who pops into your mind that you need to connect, someone you want in your space, in your sphere of influence, and reach out to them. Let them know Happy New Year. We gave a few tips last week on how you could reconnect to your network and how you could upgrade your network into your personal and professional community. Like we do in Down and Dirty Networking. We're a community. We're not a group. We're not a network. We are a community that can support and sustain you. We are a group that uplifts you and raises your vibrational energy through meaningful conversations. So you can DIY this and with the people that you know. You can reach out to them, let them know that you're thinking about them, and be meaningful and expect meaningfulness back. So who do you know? So instead of going for quantity, if I just spread enough of my 30-second commercials, I will get the leads, I will get the job offers, I will get everything I need. Instead, be really intentional. What is something that you could use some help with, that you could use some masterminding on? There are a lot of people right now that are picking out goals for the year, resolutions, or even like the word of the year. I prefer to choose a word of the year and a theme. What do you do? What do you do for the year, and what's your intention? And an acceptable answer is, I don't even know yet. Right now, I'm just going to continue being awesome and ride the momentum of 2023. If that is what your focus is, then that is your focus. Share it, but ask other people this same question. What's their focus? So when you reach out to new people or reconnect to them, ask them, are you a resolutions or goal person? Are you got a theme for the year? Or are you just rolling into 2024 being awesome like you were in 2023? That one question will open up the conversation in a much more meaningful way. Ask your teammates, coworkers, ask your clients, ask your vendors this question. Go for more meaningfulness in 2024. My word for the year is more. And I really do believe more meaningful conversations is important. More, not for the sake of being busy, more for the sake of more work. No, I'm flipping more on its head. And I want more to be more peaceful, more joyful, more meaningful conversations, more meaningful everything. I want things to be more rest, more free time. So I'm looking at more differently than I've ever used the word. So that's what I'm doing. How does that resonate with you? What's your word of the year? What's your theme? What's your goal? Or is your focus to just continue being awesome like you were in 2023 and rolling into 2024 that way? Let me know. Let's have that conversation. But I hope in the way that we're chatting here, hey, I see people watching live. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I appreciate those watching on replay. Thank you for that. So to kickstart your new year, just to recap, adjust your mindset. Go for a relational networking mindset. Number two, make sure that you are open to networking and connecting everywhere. Three, be curious, ask questions, go deeper. And number four, make sure that you are reconnecting with everybody and going for meaningful conversations. Focus for more meaningfulness, and you will be so glad you did. And as a bonus tip, let me know what you're excited about in 2024. What's your word and theme? And let's connect at that level and see how maybe I can help support you and cheer you on to reach that goal, intention, theme, or just continuing cheering on your awesomeness, whichever one works for you, or all of them. I would go back in and finish taking care of things for my mom because I love to be able to have that flexibility of taking care of family, because it's more family time, more mom time, more priority time. More meaningful work. Like I said, that is my word. So that is what I'm going to focus on. But let me know how I can make things more for you, more meaningful for you. And stay tuned. If you would like to have more meaningful conversations, if you would like to make things easier and experience what our community can do for you, drop the word sneak peek. Go ahead and drop the word sneak peek in the comments or DM me the word, because we got our sneak peek event coming up later this month. And I will send you information so you can check out and come attend, come connect with us, come have meaningful conversations with us. And one thing I can guarantee you is that I will raise your vibrational energy just for attending and showing up and playing full out. You will feel better walking out of the event than you did walking into the event. And by walking, I mean sitting on Zoom because we're 100% virtual. But I promise you, you'll feel better at the end. That's really my goal. All right. Thank you so much for joining me here inside my car and allowing me to have the flexibility to take care of my mom. I hope this was helpful. Give me a thumbs up. Share this with a friend or tag them on here if there's something that's really helpful, and let them know that this was meaningful for you. And kickstart your 2024 to have what more it is that you want for yourself or your business or your professional career, and know that I'm cheering you on all the way. And so is everyone here at Down and Dirty Networking. So stay tuned. We go live every Wednesday afternoon between 3:30 and 5:30 Central Standard Time. Sometime between there, we go live with a quick tip that you can utilize to have more meaningful conversations in your personal and professional life, and really build a community that you love to be around, that sustains you, supports you, and just skyrockets your vibrational energy. All right, bye for now. And until next week, I will talk to you then. So happy networking. Bye.